Hey guys, Geek of all trades here. Hope you're all doing well and having a really great day. I know a lot of my videos are how-to style and tech related and geek stuff like that, but figured today I would just do things a little bit different, do it Red Panda style. Talk about what I got going on here. All these guys here are actually running on vast AI, so we're taking GPU compute power and providing it for any kind of workloads that can be run in Docker, but a lot of it's stable diffusion and AI workloads, things like that. Except for this guy here, actually waiting on some cables to show up from Mr. Veteran Miner. More of these guys here that we can use in some more RTX 3090s to get them running in these precision workstations. Not just the high-end cards though, but this one with Mr. Mining King has two 3060 12 gig cards in it. The power delivery for both of these is not going to work on one cable, so we'll fix that guy up today. And then same with I think it's this one, this RTX 3080 Founders. I want to split off that power consumption as well. And then this guy, I've really just got to install Ubuntu and put Vast on it. I don't remember what I was doing with this. But yeah, this guy here, so this is a 3070 Ti. I'm actually mining Fairbricks at the moment and have been for a couple weeks now, I guess. It's kind of cool. We got invited to their Discord, me and Serpent, about the same time. And I was going to make a video about this on how to mine it. Serpent beat me to it. I reached out to the dev first and said, hey, I want to do this thing. I don't want to wreck what you got going on here. And he said, yeah, just wait. We're still not ready. The daemon's not fixed. I mean, we're literally script mining with GPUs and CPUs, which is really cool because it's like I was never able to do that. It's like every script coin I've ever seen, you just put ASICs on it and hope for the best. In fact, I've got another one here in my office that's got a 3090 for the win in it. That's also mining Fairbricks right now. That one's getting about 2.6 mega hash, but this is my new studio setup. I just got these lights not long ago, so hopefully they'll help make the quality of the videos a little bit better. But back over to the dungeon, we did get the cables we were waiting for. They showed up today. Really quick shipping, really quality stuff. If you guys haven't used Veteran cables before, definitely go check them out. Not sponsored. I paid for these with my own money to Mr. Dave over there. So thanks again, buddy. That's some good stuff. I was troubleshooting some rigs yesterday or the day before and thought, hey, this would make a good video. So I'm going to do it Panda style. Why not? This one did have a 3080 Founders card in it with a Ryzen, I think 5600G in there. Tiny little power supply, 500 watt power supply, EVGA, I think. I was having issues with it shutting down and well, it wouldn't even shut down. The machine would keep running, but I would get no output from the video card. So I pulled it out and I tested it with another video card and it did work. So I thought the card was bad, but then I put that bad card in one of those rigs and it worked just fine. So I took out a 3060 Ti from that other rig, put it in here, put it directly on the board itself, because before I was using one of these ribbon cable extender dealy doodles. I took this out of the equation, so I'm hoping that was the problem. So I still got to turn that on and try it out. Down here we've got a 3090 Founders. I don't remember what CPU I have on that. I think it's just an i5, but this is one of the only ones that I have an M.2 installed on. All the other drives on all of these other machines, well, most of them, this one's got NVMe as well, but most of the other ones only have a SATA SSD. And up here, my spaghetti nightmare is not as bad of a nightmare. It's still kind of shitty, but hey, that works, right? Running Vast AI on all of these because I enjoy it. I like making money. And the power rate out here in Chicago area is not as cheap as it was back in Georgia. So running all these, getting paid in dirty fiat is actually helping to pay the power bill. I've got two S19 95 terahash running in the garage, just on NiceHash, making Bitcoin. Let's go ahead and open this up while we're here, get that cable out, put it on this so we can get this rig up and running. Let's do that now. There we go. That's mo better. On these, the easiest way to do this, if you've got this kind of precision workstation and get these custom cables made, pull out the power supply. Then you can get in here and unplug this 10-port plug. just like that. I've just been leaving it unplugged like that. Remember, this is for the second CPU power port, so if you've got two CPUs in the box, you can't do this method. You have to get another custom cable that he makes, allows that 10 pin to get plugged into the other 10 pin. Long story short, just use this only if you use one of the two CPUs. So now we can go ahead and plug this guy in just like that. Now we've got an 8 pin or 6+2 on the other end here. And we can now just plug this in here. We can get this put back in place over here. There we have it. Powered on. There we go. Get that good old Zotac going. Sorry, Max. Oh, that's right. Another tip, I guess. If you've got a sump pump, which I guess is a thing up here in the north, I don't want the power to go out and then flood my basement, so I put a battery backup on it. Just a thought. I already had VAST installed on this, and now I've just got to remember what the IP address is, because all these other ones, you can see I put a little sticker to remind me the name of the machine and the local IP address on each one of these. But that's when this monitor is going to come in handy. Yeah, there we go. So I've got that super long HDMI cable that I can just unplug from any of the machines and plug into any of the other machines and be able to use the monitor. And with a wireless keyboard and mouse, just swap the dongle. So then I can just log in and just update my little label maker here. So I keep all these on the same local IP subnet, the .50 VLAN, so that they can't talk to anything else outside of that subnet of that VLAN, so any of the other machines in my network are a little bit safer. You're never 100% safe, but makes it more difficult for inter-VLAN communication to be enabled. And I've got that set up in my TP-Link ER605, I think it's a 605 router. Probably the best 60 bucks I've spent on network gear in a long time. And yes, I've got an access point right next to my router at the top of rack. Right, there we go. That's better. Now I know which device is which. So when I get into the VAST dashboard and I notice something's having trouble, I can come in and just troubleshoot it right away by going, which one is it? I don't have to remember because my memory sucks. So looking closer at this dual 3060 machine, I've got two CPU in here, so I can't just pull that plug or it would pull this CPU. And I'd like to use both procs, with both cards to make it more appealing to somebody that wants to rent my machine, right? Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick up some more of these kind of cables. This is what I'm talking about. So this is another veteran cable that plugs into that 10 pin port for the second CPU, and it kind of splits off because the other end also plugs into the 10 pin power port for here. So we've got a 10 pin female to dual 10 pin male for just the CPU, and then the other 10 pin back here is for the GPU output. So you might be asking yourself, all this AI crap, where's all the crypto mining? Well, like I said, I've got a couple of ASICs running out in the garage. I almost said shed. Their garage. But I also got this guy. This is a pretty cool case I got on eBay for like $100 shipped. But I'd like to get two more of these, just the cases that came with 3 fans on the front and a rail thing with 3 fans in the middle. Right now I've got 8 1660s in here. 6 of them are the 1660 Ti's and then 2 supers. I have these on a lithium right now, yeah. So Oval Bore Tech helped me with overclocks on these and does an amazing job. Make sure you check out his channel. But I'd like to get another one of these chassis so that I can have 6 1660 Ti's in one and then 6 supers in another, because if you put these on VAST, you can put it on there as like a 6-card rig, 4 cents per card, and make it a minimum where you have to rent all 6 cards at once regardless, and they get rented. There's not many out there that are not rented on the 6 1660 Ti's or supers on VAST. I just gave away my secret. Damn it. Oh yeah, my servers. I've actually only got one on right now. Just this guy. Got a couple of terabytes in it. My other drive is gone. I got some more drives back there that I'm ready to load this guy up with, put another 4 terabytes in it. But I've got dual 14 core procs, 256 gigs of RAM. I think right now I've got, 12 terabytes populated in here. Got my software-defined network controller running on a VM in here. I was gonna do file server on this, but I realized most of my files are in the cloud. I don't really need a private cloud at the moment, but when I do, I've got this hybrid flash sand down here. Reduxio is actually what this is. Let me know if you want to see a video dedicated to this. Anyway, the company's gone out of business, but it's like 36 or 38 terabytes raw. On the dual controllers, you can install Ubuntu on one or the other or both or whatever, but it only runs with one at a time. I want to get that up and going just so that it's already ready. When I'm ready to use it, all I got to do is power it on, apt-get update, and then upgrade, and it'd be ready to go. So let me know if you'd like to see that in a future video. So we're gonna see if the ribbon cable, this thing really was the culprit on not letting this turn on, and so far it's not turning on. You can see the power is fluctuating quite a bit. I'm not even getting a splash screen or anything here. We're still got red lights. It ain't doing shit. Fucking bastard. Let me try this. I wasn't recording any of that. Are you fucking kidding me? Wow. Panda, this is harder than it looks, man. So I had this plugged in HDMI directly to the card, and I was getting no output, but I put a DisplayPort to HDMI dongle on that bish, and it popped right up. So here we are, Ubuntu 20, UW11. Let's give it a minute. There we go. So it's a .4 that we've got on here. So now we can update with our label maker. And this is really nice because as long as I've got the IP assigned statically, regardless of what GPU I put in here, the IP address stays the same, the machine name stays the same, and on VAST, at least, when I swap out, you know, a 3060 Ti and I end up putting in a 2060 Super 12 gig or something, the card automatically updates as long as you don't change the quantity. So if I had, for example, this guy that I've got two A4000s in, if I were to pull one of these out, VAST would still show two of these actually in place. Keep that in mind. You can go up in quantities, but you can't necessarily go down quite as easy. And this whole filming with one hand and pointing with the other thing is a lot harder than it looks. So if you guys think all those videos that Red Panda Mining makes and Chump Change used to make and all those guys where they don't show their face and all they do is walk around like this and point at things, yeah, it's easier said than done sometimes. One last thing before I go, what do you think about this guy? I made this little meter where I've got power in that's coming from, you know, from the PDU, and then power out that's going to the machine on a meter. So it's portable. I can take this around with me. I've got my goat logo on here. I can turn it all off, just the flip of a switch. The whole thing gets shut off. Pretty cool. I thought it was a good idea. Anyway, again, big thanks to the Veteran Miner for making awesome cables that help make all of this a thing. What do you think about my Tower of Vast? And what did you think about my Red Panda Mining style video today? Leave a comment down below. Let me know. Like, subscribe, of course. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.